Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, my Thursday. I'm on my way to work. I guess the point of making these videos is to get comfortable. I'm not a seasoned veteran, as a lot of people aren't who do this, but I really feel the need to get comfortable just speaking. Especially while I'm doing something else. It's kind of like playing guitar and singing at the same time, you know. Driving a car, trying to be safe while I'm thinking of something else, while I'm speaking about something else altogether. So, trying to get comfortable with this, because right now, most of the time I have available to me is in the car, and it's only 5 or 10 minutes. And that's not really true, but it kind of is, because I'm alone. The rest of the time, I have my mom at home, my 86-year-old mother who lives with my wife and I, and my 4 dogs. Take a wild guess as who gets most of my attention. It's actually 2 of my 4 dogs get most of my attention. We have a fairly large black dog named Barkley and a little bitty Chihuahua named Ginger, and they get most of my attention, basically because they demand it. The other 2 we have a blue heeler, Sammy. So Sammy has been with us. He was a rescue dog. We've got 4 dogs, and we went through a period where we were well off with our dogs, and if we had vet issues, we could take them to the vet. Wouldn't have been cheap, wouldn't have been easy, but we could have done it. Right now, something happens to our babies, we're kind of screwed, just like we are with ourselves. We don't have life insurance, we don't have health insurance for us, and we don't have any of that for our dogs, and we don't have extra money to go to the doctor. We don't have extra money to take our dogs to the vet if we need to. And so, you know, we're kind of in that no man's land that exists today for, I think, a lot of people who just don't have access to health care. And, you know, and if you do have pets that you love, you don't have necessarily, you know, if you don't have access for yourself, you probably don't have access for them either. Making videos while I'm doing this drive, I think is going to help. It's going to help me get more comfortable speaking. I mean, I was already comfortable. I'm the front man of a band. Well, at least I was until last week, when my band broke up, which is fine. There'll be a new version of the band within the next 6 or 8 months. I'll get a new drummer, a new bass player, 2 guitar players this time. I've been playing guitar and singing, and as much as I love playing guitar, I only need to do it sometimes. Just for myself to have fun, and beyond that, I need to have 2 guitar players in my band. That way I can play frontman and hold a mic in my hand and walk around on the stage, point at people, talk to people, and you know, really be engaged with the crowd versus what I've been doing, which is standing up there playing guitar in a 4-piece, and meaning I can't really engage the crowd as much, especially in my case, because I haven't learned all the lyrics to all the songs. I'm having to read them, and that just makes it more difficult to do that and play guitar. I can't tell you how hard that is. Maybe it's easy for some people. It's not easy for me. The channels that I intend to put together here. One's going to be about all of my side hobbies, I guess you would call them. We're talking about electronics. I have goals of building my own guitar pedals, and I have some old amps. I have an old mixer and some other old guitar pedals, and I'd like to see if I'm able to fix them. I'm not trying to make them to where I can use them all the time, except one. I have a design I want to make, and really what it is I want to take a Rockman X100, and I want to copy the circuit as close as I can and make a stomp box out of it, and but do it the way I would do it, not the way other people have done similar things. And then, like I said, I have a couple of other amps guitar amps I would like to rebuild. And that's really kind of where I am as far as that. I also have a whole bunch of leatherworking tools that I inherited. After inheriting those tools, I've wanted to use them, but I haven't. And I would like to start using them. And I say I haven't. I've dabbled here and there, but nothing. I haven't done anything really big with them. Made a couple of Halloween masks that were very simple. And I'd really like to get into that and become really competent at both of those disciplines. Learning the electronics. And I know I'm old. I know it. I'm 60. But, 60 and a half. Almost 61 in October. I'm a Libra. So I think that there's no reason I can't do that. I also have written a lot of stories, but I've really never finished any. I have one I did finish as far as the outline and everything goes, putting that together, but I've never actually written the entire story in prose. That story I just mentioned, I've actually written 7 chapters that are complete. I don't think they would need any additional editing, but I can't prove it. Not yet, not until I finish the book itself. And that book, whoops, sorry for my hand. That book is called, it's a series called The Practitioners, and that one is called Path of Dreams. And I have some others, one called The Elementals of Sorcery. I do fantasy, and I've done some sci-fi. I have one called Imari, which is a sci-fi book or story. The Elementals of Sorcery I've written 120,000 words to, but it's so broad in scope, it's really more like 11 or 12 books, and I really need to break that down. So part of this channel is going to be breaking that all down and going through the process of getting my ADHD cluttered house, my workspaces specifically, getting them so that I can use them. So that's the end of this video for today. And tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow on my way to work, I'll make another one. And I'll do some more B-roll footage today for when I put all these videos together. And I'll probably include some of this in there because I really just want to show my process. And I might shave my beard too. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting rid of this thing. All right, I got to go to work. Y'all have a great day. Bye.